Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States, is gearing up for not one, but multiple trials happening simultaneously with the race for the Republican nomination. Buckle up because this political marathon kicks off in Iowa on Monday, January 15th. What's the strategy behind his legal battles and how might they impact the Republican nomination race? And just how does he plan to tackle issues like immigration, trade, and global conflicts? Join us as we unravel the layers of Trump's agenda, exploring the potential seismic shifts in American politics. Now, it's not every day you witness a former president actively plotting a comeback after bidding farewell to the White House. In fact, in the long history of the world's oldest democracy, only one president has successfully pulled off such a feat, Grover Cleveland, way back in 1884. 4 others tried and, well, didn't quite make it. And then came Donald J. Trump, the 6th former president attempting this high-stakes comeback, making this situation one for the history books. But hold on tight. The circumstances surrounding Trump's comeback bid are nothing short of unparalleled. He's juggling legal trials while simultaneously navigating the labyrinth of securing the Republican Party's nomination. Trials and political maneuvering are happening at the same time. First off, Trump finds himself in the crosshairs of not one, but multiple legal proceedings. 2 of these are particularly serious, with charges of conspiracy against the United States. Why? Well, it all ties back to his documented efforts to overturn the 2020 US presidential election. Hold on, because the drama doesn't end there. 7 legal proceedings are on the horizon, and guess what? They're expected to unfold this very year. That means while Trump is busy battling it out for the Republican nomination, he's also got a legal storm brewing around him. Now, this isn't your typical election year. The multiple lawsuits Trump is facing are about to shake things up big time. We're talking about a level of attention that's off the charts. And just to add more complexity to the mix, let's talk about the American election process. The whole shebang kicks off on January 15th in Iowa with primaries and caucuses to figure out who's going to represent the Republicans and Democrats. But Trump's legal battles might spill the beans on his fate earlier than expected if things get wrapped up before the conventions this summer. And mark your calendars for Super Tuesday on March 5th. A day that could be make or break in this political chess game. The courts might have a say in Trump's eligibility in 2 states, but that's not a deal breaker. In fact, Trump sees these court appearances as platforms to showcase himself as a martyr, fighting against what he calls corrupt elites. And now, in the realm of popularity, Trump's got a stronghold within the Republican electorate, boasting over 60% in national polls. Even his legal issues haven't significantly dented this support. After an indictment in Georgia, he only dipped 5 points, bouncing back stronger than ever after his famous mugshot. Trump's agenda is a mix of domestic and foreign policies. On immigration, he's talking about a massive deportation operation, targeting those with jihadist sympathies and revoking visas for anti-American or anti-Semitic views. He's also eyeing the US-Mexico border, promising troop movements and more border wall construction. China takes the spotlight in trade, with Trump proposing a 4-year plan to phase out essential Chinese imports and restricting Chinese companies from owning vital US infrastructure. The aim? Safeguarding America's national security. When it comes to global conflicts, Trump vows to settle the war between Russia and Ukraine, with a focus on minimizing the financial burden on the US. He's standing with Israel against Hamas and re-evaluating NATO's purpose. Shifting gears to social issues, Trump is making waves with plans to define only 2 genders at birth, cracking down on gender-affirming care, and pushing for the lowest cost energy in the world, emphasizing oil drilling and opposing electric car initiatives. Education is not spared from Trump's vision. He's set to terminate the Department of Education while influencing local school districts. Prayer in public schools, funding cuts for vaccine mandates, and promoting patriotic education are all on the agenda. Law and order take a tough stance, with Trump proposing measures like stop and frisk, empowering police to shoot suspected shoplifters, and advocating the death penalty for drug smugglers and human traffickers. In order to combat homelessness, Trump plans to implement tent cities and put an end to urban camping. He's also calling for the revival of large mental institutions for those he deems severely mentally ill or dangerously deranged.